Alright my YouTube family, welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and today's video, my fellow agents, is going to be a little bit different than the typical one I would post here because I just want to give you my thoughts on a few things moving forward as we get ready for Year 6 Season 3, which does start in a matter of days. And over the weekend, or yesterday, I guess it was on Saturday, I posted a build video, a hybrid build that you're actually seeing on screen right now. So if you did miss that, I will leave a link to it in the video description, but when I was putting that build together, it really got me thinking about all my time playing this game. Now, it's more than safe to say if you have been at this channel for any time whatsoever, you know how much I love this franchise, and while like many of you out there, I'm just waiting for that new DLC to drop. I still find myself playing this game as often as I can because I truly enjoy it, and while I am getting burnt out from certain things, the bottom line is that nothing else hits like The Division. That's why you're still watching these videos. That's why you have people who are just waiting in the sidelines for something new to happen, is because everyone wants new content for this game. Now, with that being said, yesterday I kind of went down this rabbit hole of thinking about all the things that I truly hope we finally see from the franchise moving forward, and things are trending in the right direction. But I also realized that I do have one major regret from playing this game, and that is the fact that I always find myself sticking to one type of build, and I never really deviate from that. So let me explain. For me, when I started playing The Division 2, and I'll leave the first game out of this, but when I first started playing the second game, the entire time from day one, I was a mid-range player. You know what I mean? I'm running around the map. I've got an assault rifle in one hand, a rifle in the other, and I'm just bouncing around cover to cover, just a mid-range kind of thing. And that's how I played no matter what. And I had no desire whatsoever to switch from that because that's just kind of what worked for me, and it's something I enjoyed. Now, fast forward to when the Hunter Fury gear set and the Scorpio shotgun were introduced into the game, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I become a run and gun player, and that is something I had never done before in the history of my playing the franchise, and it completely and totally changed how I played. I mean, all of a sudden, I could clear content much faster than before. My farming became more efficient, which was a good thing because I needed to farm for a lot of new items to put together different builds, and once again, even though we were playing the same damn thing, it felt like I was playing something different just because the manner in which I was actually playing. Now, with that being said, at this point, we are once again going to fast forward to the start of Year 6 Season 2, and unfortunately, they nerfed my beloved Scorpio into the ground when it came to its reload speed. Now, I'm not here to complain and bitch and moan about them making nerfs, and for the record, I have no problem with the game making a slight adjustment to something, but when you almost double the reload speed of a weapon that is incredibly popular, you're forcing people's hands. They are going to wind up putting something on the shelf they enjoy using on a regular basis. Because in my opinion, it should be about build diversity. Give people more options. Don't take options that they enjoy away. But anyway, it now takes us to where we are right now, and that is, hey, when the Scorpio got nerfed, I find myself thinking, you know what, I need to wind up tweaking around my builds, and once again, and this time it was different because, like I said, I felt like my hand was forced, but once again, I found myself completely and totally changing how I played the game, putting different builds together, or using different builds I may not use on a regular basis, and it really made the game much more enjoyable because it does change how the game actually feels. Now that brings us to the entire point of this video, which is to pass along the friendly reminder that you always want to have different types of builds in your inventory, different loadouts that are ready to go. Become accustomed to them, get used to them. Don't be like me. Don't make that mistake of actually painting yourself into a corner. Because when you do that, what happens is simple. You wind up getting burnt out very, very quickly from playing this game because you are playing the exact same thing the exact same way every time. And always remember, fellow agents, it should be about actually having fun. And there are a lot of different builds out there that I know I do not use on a regular basis that when I finally use them, I'm thinking, holy shit, why am I not using a build like this on a more regular basis? Because I truly enjoy it. Now, the main reason I've chosen to put this video together today is because, as all of you know, next Tuesday on the 24th, that is when Year 6 Season 3 is going to begin. And one thing I'm noticing is in the community, I'm seeing a lot of different builds. I mean, one thing I can point out is with the introduction of that new Climax mission and the new Master difficulty, all of a sudden I see all of these amazing blue screen builds out there, right? Now, for the record, full transparency, I never bullshit you here at the channel. Never have I ever used that weapon in any build whatsoever, regardless of the variation. I'm seeing people use it with ongoing directive, and I'm thinking, what am I doing here? Like, why am I not trying out different things? I'll tell you why. Because like many of you out there, I get in this rut where I just play the game the same way each and every time. I find myself slowly slipping into madness. But as soon as I step out of that box, I honestly want to punch myself in the face for not doing it sooner, because I'm realizing I am missing out on enjoying the game in different ways. Now, as I start to wrap this video up, the last thing I'd like to address today are meta builds. And in my opinion, and please let me know your thoughts, I really don't give two shits about meta builds. I really don't. And the reason I say that is because that does not affect how I choose to play the game. There are always going to be builds in this game that are better than others. That's a bottom line, right? So let's say if I'm running, Dark Winter, Hunter's Fury, running with the Memento and a piece of Sokolov, there can be someone out there who can easily counter that build with something stronger. They can say, you know what, you have 1.2 million armor. You don't need that. Drop that armor down, add more weapon cores, wind up changing your talent on the chest from, Intimidate to Glass Cannon, wind up changing this, that, and whatever. And keep in mind, when they say that, they are not wrong. But for me, that doesn't work, So if you take anything away from this video, my fellow agents, it should be the following, at least my thoughts. And this is just me having my coffee on a Sunday morning chatting with you. Please do not make the same mistake I've made in the past, fellow agents, and put yourself in a corner when it comes to actually the way you play this game. Try out different variations. It will make the game more enjoyable. And not only that, you should want to learn how to become more efficient with different builds. For me, I really suck at using a healer build. I really, really do. Why? Because I never use it. I'm relying on other people to possibly use that thing. Why have I not taken the time to do it? Because the bottom line is when you're running something that's a legendary or even the new master difficulty, when you have someone in your group who really knows how to use a build like that, first of all, they're saving your ass time and time again. Secondly, you're getting through it much faster. It's more efficient. It's more enjoyable. It's always a plus. You know what I mean? So I guess my challenge to you, my fellow agents, as we roll into this new season is to try out different builds, farm for different gear, mix things up a little bit, step out of your comfort zone, and hopefully that will help fill the void between now and whenever we happen to get that news about the upcoming DLC. Hope you enjoyed this video, my friends, and as always, questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Now, as I start to wrap this video up, I would like to mention a few important details really quick. First of all, I may have misspoken earlier in the video. Tomorrow is the 24th. That is when we're getting the special report, and in that, they're going to tell us exactly what we can expect when Year 6 Season 3 begins on the 25th. And for those of you that may not know, they are making some major changes to what the season is going to look like, and once it goes live, I promise to bring you countless videos on how to farm, what to look for. They're changing how you make it through your seasonal journey, because they are making some great changes that players have been asking for. Not only that, I will be talking about exactly how the new global modifier works. On that note, I'm going to leave you with a little bit of gameplay footage. As always, I want to thank you all for your incredible support of this channel. And do me a favor, let me know in the comments section, what is one of your favorite builds in the game that you don't see a lot of people using, but it happens to work for you on a regular basis? Please let me know of any other questions you have I did not address. Thank you once again for the privilege of your time. And as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Everyone all right?
Supply room access unlocked.